More red labels. It's funny, I was cleaning out my trunk and I found a bunch of stuff that I needed in here. But today, that's what we're not talking about. I have basically been collecting a lot of parts for the rebuild, which I haven't got caught up with you guys in a while. But the thing I'm trying to get at is there's parts nowadays, whether it's OEM or aftermarket, it doesn't matter if it's Mugen parts, Spoon parts, or OEM. A lot of these prices are getting out of hand. And I feel like some of these guys are going off prices off eBay or because of whatever the hype is for certain parts. And it's really just like kind of just killing the culture ultimately. So about a week or two ago, I was on a hunt for a B-series valve cover, well, B16 valve cover for my Civic Type R motor. And I have one that I powder coated years ago, or yeah, about 2 years ago, I powder coated it. I just didn't like the way it came out, so I wanted to get another one, and I wanted to actually paint match it or find a different color that I wanted to do. So I made a posting on Facebook on the NWP Classifieds, and some guys are like, "Oh yeah, dude, shoot me off. I have a B-series valve cover." All right, cool. And so some guys like, "Oh yeah, I got a B-series valve cover." All right, cool. Send me some pictures. Send me pictures. I'm like, it's kind of beat up. You know, some paint was chipping, kind of faded. I'm like, all right, well, how much do you want for it? He's like, shoot me an offer. Then I said, $60, and I'll pay shipping. He's like, nah, that's not really what I'm looking for. It's a Type R valve cover. He's like, give me 100. I'm like, $100 for a beat up ITR valve cover? You're crazy. And so a few other guys hit me up, and I was like, you know what? Let me hit up one of my boys. See if he has it laying around. I know he'll probably sell it me for dirt cheap. And sure enough, I hit my boy Chris, and I was like, hey bro, do you happen to have like a B16 valve cover you're just not using that you want to sell? He's like, actually I might. And so he looked around, checked his garage, sent me a picture. He had a black one. And it was this exact valve cover. I paid $50 for this. I have this valve cover, it's not a Mugen valve cover, so don't get it twisted. I bought it like this, everything was shaved. I liked it because it's more clean, it's very subtle. So I'm gonna actually powder coat this, the Formula Gray, like the Mugen valve cover. So it's kind of be like my own little twist to it. I did cut the timing cover on it. I don't really care. It's not real, so I'm not even tripping. I actually did cut this one too. But I paid $50 for a used valve cover. And, you know, a brand new ITR valve cover is about $350 nowadays. And I've literally been having a bunch of conversations with a lot of my boys in the industry about this. And the thing is, I'm not trying to call anybody out. It's just there's certain guys, certain people, I'm not throwing any names out there because it's across the whole board, but there's guys that sell parts for stupid prices, and they don't even know what the price is worth. I'll give an example. There was a guy selling a Spoon shift knob, a titanium shift knob. Back in the day, I think that shift knob was going for about $140 to $150. You know, lightweight, super dope. I actually had one, but I sold it for I don't know whatever reason. But this guy was selling a Spoon titanium shift knob for $1,400. $1,400, yes, 1400, and it was used. It didn't have the original packaging, and like $1,400 for a shift knob that cost $150 years ago. I can understand if it was refurbished, like if he cleaned it up, buffed it, had the original packaging, he probably could have sold it for $300 or $400. But it's just like, what are you trying to do, bro? Like, you're ripping someone off. And I comment on the post, I guess the guy took it down, but he's like, oh, you're degrading me, you're talking shit. I'm like, no, dude, I'm being realistic, man. Like, a shift knob that's worth $150, you're trying to sell it for $1,400, and it was beat up. My other boy tapped in, was commenting like, yeah, bro, like we're kind of going back and forth. I'm just trying to speak, you know, some real words to this guy. Like, dude, be realistic here. The shift knob is probably worth about $200 or $300. And I felt bad because of the fact that whoever he sold that shift knob to, they got raped for $1,400. Like, it's wild to me. A few months back, I ended up picking up this armrest, which is super rare. It's for my EG. I'm actually gonna reflock it because it has a bunch of scratches and scuffs on it, and I don't really care about flocking it. But I bought this armrest from Built MSW. We were on the East Coast at a car event, and I saw the armrest, and I was like, yo, how much do you want to sell this for? He's like, bro, show me $50. I was like, say less. I literally sent him the money, boop, PayPal, sent it to him. I was like, let me know the shipping, and I'll pay it for you that later. A new armrest, what I've seen on eBay is $250. Like, I get there's inflation, but come on. Like, really? I just want to say to the homies, the OGs that are still in the game, that are still buying parts or selling parts, and selling parts for what their actual value is. Like, I get if you want to make some money off of it, like some profit so you don't lose money, I can respect that. But if you're flipping car parts and selling them for 2 or 3 times the price just because it's a Mugen part, like, let's be realistic, bro. You're going to hold on to that part for as long as possible, and until somebody's willing to pay that, more power to you. But come on, let's be realistic. The culture is slowly, parts are hard to find, parts are scarce. Like, the rarest of the rarest, you got to search high and low for this stuff. But what I'm just trying to say is the guys that are selling parts and blowing them up for stupid crazy prices, like, unless you didn't polish it, chrome dip it, powder coat it, or refinishing it, sell it for what you bought it for. Add 20, 30 bucks, but don't try and flip it for another 200 or 300 bucks. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, don't ruin the culture, because again, I've had conversations with my boys. A lot of guys don't want to build cars anymore because of the fact that the parts are just too crazy. They're too expensive. Like, come on, let's be realistic. And again, I know I haven't posted much quality or any videos lately. I've just been busy across the board, so I'm sorry for that, you guys. We are at 750 subscribers. If you guys are watching this video or any videos in general, smash the subscribe button, hit the comments, respond, hey, ask questions. Like, I want to know what you guys like. I know that I was kind of off doing a bunch of other things, but you know what? The Honda culture and the community is where my heart's at. Like, that's what got me into the industry. When I got into Hondas, I remember, like, vividly, my cousin picked me up in his DA. He had a fully built LS VTEC, and I remember it was just first, second gear. I was like, I want more of that. And that's where I got bit by the bug. But it happens, you know, we all get bit by the Honda bug. But, you know, we all fall into it. Some guys fall off and go into another different car culture or just a different industry, but their hearts will always be with Hondas. Also, what should I paint this valve cover? That's going to be Formula Gray, like the Mugen valve cover. But this one, I want to know what you guys think I should powder coat this cover. Because the letters, everything's going to come out bling as hell. I already have an oil cap. I already have all the seals and everything for this, but what do you guys think? Oh God, is that rain? Let me know what you guys think. Drop in the comments. I'm debating on Porsche Silver, Black Wrinkle again, or like a Battleship Gray. Those 3 colors. Let me know what you guys think. Tap in, drop in the comments. Stay tuned for some more videos. I got a bunch of features lined up. I know the season for car shows and events is slowly coming to an end. Week Fest is coming up. USDM's having their last Super Meet. USDM Super Meet's having their last event in October. So, if you guys see me, say what's up. But let me know what you guys want to see more of. Let me know what you guys want to, you know, obviously I got to get back to the rebuild. The motor is literally sitting right here. Engine blocks on the stand, head sitting on the stand with the whole valve train. I got to get the hits to the machine shop to get a 3-go valve job, and I have to get cams and cam gears, and then I can finally pair the head with the block, slap on the ITBs. I still got to get a fuel rail and a fuel pressure regulator, and pretty much long block's good after that. I mean, it's still little things here and there like alternator, a few other little bolts and whatnot, but then we can actually have the tranny rebuilt, which I'm really stoked on, because once the tranny's rebuilt, I just got to get a clutch and flywheel, slap that motor together, and we can drop it in the EG. Then I'll tell you guys later about that. But it's Labor Day weekend. I took the day off. We're about to go bowling. Well, Taylor's getting ready. So you guys have a safe weekend. Please, if you drink, do not drive. If you need an Uber, if you need a Lyft, call your friend, call your mom, call your sister, call somebody. Don't drink and drive. I'm firsthand. I had a DUI almost 10 years ago, and it sucked. I had to pay almost $10,000 in court fees, trying to get my license back, DMV classes. I had to go to AA. Hi, my name is Enrique, and I used to be alcoholic. Nobody wants to do that anymore. So, drink responsibly, be safe. There's gonna be checkpoints. Just be smart, you guys. Have fun, be safe, stay cool, because we still got this heat out here in Cali. But tune in for next video. Like I said, we got a feature coming, a special video, a very special video. My boy Alex, 2 Alexes, but we got 2 videos. One special to me because it's my boy Alex, and we got a feature with the homies with. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys in a couple days. Subscribe, please subscribe. Just support the channel. We're trying to hit that 1K mark. I just want you guys to support me in this because I love cars just as much as you guys do, if not more. And I want to rebuild this hatch, and I want to start working on the daily. I already have some things in mind, so you guys can help me put this VIP car together. But it's getting windy, and I gotta go. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.